I thought we played extremely well, especially on defense. Siena coming into the game was one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. They weren't shooting the ball well, but they were really rebounding it. And I thought we did a really good job. We out-rebounded them by 2. They're another team that, like Niagara, that goes downhill. I thought we did, one of the keys was trying to keep them above the foul line, and we had 40 points in the paint. They had 18. 15 points off of turnovers to their 2. I thought from a defensive standpoint and from a rebounding standpoint, we did a decent job. I say it all the time, offense, you just never know, and right now we're in a hot time of the season where we're shooting the ball really, really well. But that's not going to last. What lasts, what's the constant, is our defense. And that needs to be the staple. And for the last, couple, 3 games, it has been. I think it gets overshadowed by, how we're shooting the ball, Mika, all those guys. But I thought from a defensive standpoint, we played well, and then we, take the offense and we're shooting the ball well, we're sharing the ball, we're taking care of the ball. We're getting, scoring inside from Chad. So we're doing an effective job. But as I told the team, we got to continue to get better. We're not near where we need to be. We got a big contest challenge on Saturday against FAU. But right now it's school and for a couple of days and take a couple of days off and then get back to work.
Coach, outside of just the shooting, the last 4 games, what's been the biggest difference offensively? Is there something else?
I think we're getting more comfortable. There's a little. Our pace isn't still where it needs to be. I think we still have some guys that are unsure of what we're doing all the time. But I think we're pushing the ball a little bit better. And we're understanding how to play. We're going inside to Chad. We're not being selfish. We're sharing the ball, and when we have open shots, we have good shooters. And when you get good shots, if you have good shooters, a lot of them are going to go in.
Mark, a week ago at UB, I remember you talked about how when you're up the way you were at halftime, you want to play well in those second halves to put these teams away. And it seems like 2 games in a row you've done that.
Yeah, we've learned. I was disappointed in the last 5 minutes of the UB game where we got a little bit lackadaisical. And this game is a special game, and you can't cheat it. And I thought we cheated it in those last 5 minutes. And now we just talk about finishing. We got to finish. And I thought in the Niagara game and in today's game we finished. And that's, you got to play the game the right way. I'm old school, no matter what you're up, you're playing like a 0-0.
You saw Miles Rose today for the first time?
Yeah, I thought, we got in foul trouble. So Miles came in and, he didn't play perfect, but he played really hard. And that's what we need for him coming off the bench, being the 9th or 10th guy. I thought he really handled himself well. He missed a couple shots, but he was aggressive. He defended decently. So it's hard. Your first game, it's difficult, and I thought he passed the test.
Do you think we'll be seeing him more going forward?
Yeah, he'll be a guy that's going to be that 9th guy if we get in foul trouble. Someone that can go in there and he can defend. He's strong. He can keep guys in front of him. He's got to continue to work on his offense, but he can defend, and that's what we need him to do. Play his role.
Mark, you've won 5 in a row by an average of 23, which is obviously what the fans always expect. But were you satisfied the way you played mostly during that stretch?
Yeah. It's like, it's hard to go back, but like Bucknell, we didn't play great. They played that 1-2-2 zone and messed us up a little bit. But I thought, Miami of Ohio played really well. Buffalo, we played, well for not the first, 4 or 5 minutes and not the end, but for 25 minutes. And then I thought we played extremely well the last 2 games. And we're still not there. It's like, now I may be, a little bit picky, but there's so much more room for improvement, and individually and as a team. Our closeouts, we gave up like 4 threes because we had our hands down. It was things that we have to get better at, and we're going to play much better teams, it's with legitimate guys starting on Saturday.
That's what I was going to ask about your next game in Massachusetts. Are you a little bit almost relieved that before you get into the conference schedule, you got a couple of tests coming up? Yeah,
that's what we do it for. That's why we play Oklahoma State and Auburn and now FAU and then go to Akron to get ready for the Atlantic 10. The Atlantic 10 conference is the most important games. And so we're trying to get ourselves prepared for those games because every game in the Atlantic 10 is going to be a dogfight. And to be able to play Oklahoma State and beat them at a close game that teaches our guys, and we have veteran guys, but still, it teaches guys how to finish. And now, those two games will prepare us for FAU. It's not like we're going in, that's the first team that we're going to play, that's a top 20 team that has, high major players. Our guys aren't going to be intimidated by that.
Micah, these last couple games, obviously, you're playing extremely well. Just why do you think you really fit into this team so well here and really going into the season?
Well, each game, I feel like I was getting more comfortable, and the guys, I'm glad I got, like captains like Daryl and Moses by my side talking to me day in, day out, and right now I'm just continuing to keep working. Shots are falling, so, just staying in the gym, just keep working.
Is there anything in particular you saw, both Wednesday and today in the defenses that you were going against, or is it just kind of, the hots and colds of the season for you right now?
Yeah, and like I said before, I just feel like I'm getting more comfortable, and I just know, like, I don't want to do too much. Just let the game come to me, and I'll pick my spots when, to get in the lane, be aggressive, score, pass, dish it out.
Yeah, Micah, with 3 straight 20-point games, what's your comfortability level at right now with this team and how you're running?
Well, I'm just learning, obviously, the flow of the game with the new offense, and obviously it's a different defense, but I'm just continuing to just keep working, and just my teammates, they keep finding me. Shout out to them, like they always talk to me, they be like, you tough, and they always give me the knowledge to, be aggressive and stuff. So just continue to just being with my guys and letting them, just feed off them, So I just feel like, and we got a great team with Chad, Noel in the paint, and then we got good guards that could shoot. So just playing off them and just, just picking my spots when I have to.
Could you feel that you're hot? When do you, like Wednesday and like tonight, when did you know that it was going to be a big night for you? Or you're 10 for 11 and then 9 for 9 tonight?
I feel like most players, when they see the ball going a couple of times, that's when, you feel good, a little comfortable. But, just continue to being aggressive, and if the ball going, you just keep going, So that's all really, just seeing the ball go in the rim.
Daryl, I want to ask you, do you feel like you're kind of trending in the right direction? I know obviously kind of struggled out of the gate in terms of shooting, but offensively, do you feel like you're kind of starting to get your shot back at this point?
Yeah, I feel good. Ever since that game at home against Miami, Ohio, I've been feeling good. And like he said, like my teammates been putting their confidence in me, telling me keep going, keep shooting. I've just been in the gym, so yeah, I feel good.
Daryl, how do the new acquisitions like Micah and Chuck and Noel help you guys offensively, just kind of spread it out a little more?
Oh yeah, well you see what's happening. It's beautiful to watch. It makes everything easier for everybody because we have so many weapons. So it's hard for teams to just key in on certain people because it could be anybody's day. So that's just really what it is. It's very helpful for us, and it's helping us win.
With some of these newcomers, Daryl, do you feel like your role has changed at all, and how do you feel like you're fitting into that role if it has?
I feel like it's fine. I'm fitting in. All I care about is winning. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, whatever coach wants me to do, whatever my teammates need me to do, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to lead, and that's what it is.
Daryl, you were on this team last year. What does it mean to you to beat some of the teams that beat you guys in non-conference like UB and now tonight Siena?
Yeah, it feels really good. Last year around this time, I think we had a losing record. We went on a little losing streak towards Christmas break. But, yeah, it feels good to get revenge back.